Okay, good afternoon everyone. Thank you for joining us for our Higher Education Virtual Information event. My name's Amy Smith and I'm the Marketing Manager at East Coast College. Today you're going to be hearing from some members of our higher education team who are going to talk you through the courses that we offer, new courses that are coming for next year, and also some of the benefits of staying locally and studying a degree here with us at East Coast College. There's a Q&A box down the bottom of your screen, which your tutors are probably controlling for you. And also for our external people that are joining us too, welcome, and please feel free to use the Q&A box down the bottom. You can type questions in there throughout any part of the presentation, and then when we get to the end, we will answer those for you. So if anything comes to mind that you'd like to ask, please feel free to pop that in there as we go along. So let's get started. First of all, I'm going to hand you over to Paddy Shaw, who is going to start the presentation.
Thanks, Amy. I am the Higher Education Quality Leader at East Coast College and have been in this job for more years than really I care to mention. But I'd like to tell you that we are, at East Coast College, we're one of the most experienced HE providers in the region. And we started offering higher education courses over 25 years ago, when we just had a handful of what were called HND programs, Higher National Diplomas. But over the years, we've progressively built it up as we've become part of the partnership associated with the University of Suffolk, based in Ipswich. And also as the scope and range and emphasis of higher education in this country has changed as well, from what was a highly academic area to one that is now seen as majorly vocational. So I think on the next slide, I think we're pointing out that we have now around 30 degree level programs, which include higher national diplomas and certificates. So we're going from a 1-year level 4 program in a higher national certificate right up to 3-year honours degrees, and actually beyond that now, because we're now offering postgraduate qualifications. And so really, one of the advantages of this is you don't have to do all of this all at once. You don't have to commit yourself to doing 3 years or 5 years or whatever. You can actually start off with a 1-year program and then move on to the 2nd year of that and the 3rd year, and find your own level. What is common to this curriculum offer that we have at the moment, though, is this vocational nature. That is the main theme of our HE. Most of the courses have actually been written and designed by teams actually at East Coast College and designed to meet local employment and sector needs. We usually offer smaller cohorts, so it's, being class sizes really. So you're quite often in groups of up to around 10. So you have a lot more access to your tutors. You are in a much more familiar environment, close to home. And most of our tutors are experienced at working in the sectors that they're now teaching in, and usually have got excellent links to employers. And it's through these links to employers that we've been able to offer a range of apprenticeship courses, although for you, that's probably not the most relevant, because that's normally a qualification for someone who's already working. I think on the next slide, we have a list of what are called foundation degrees. Now, this just needs a very, very brief explanation that normally you would expect an honours degree to be 3 years of full-time study. So you've got 1 year at level 4, 1 year at level 5, and 1 year at level 6. Level 6 is the honours year. A foundation degree offers you those first 2 years. So it's level 4 and level 5, and then a qualification, foundation degree. But with that qualification, you can within the same institution go on to study level 6. This gives you the advantage of making a decision to say, look, I don't actually want to do the level 6 right now, or I don't want to do it at all. I'm quite happy with the foundation degree at level 5, and I'm going to stop there. Or you can move on to level 6 later and use your foundation degree as your ticket to get into the level 6 progression. And I think then on the next slide, these are the courses that are either 3-year honours degrees. So this is level 4, 5 and 6. But you'll notice that some of them have got this word top up after them. Now, these are the 1-year level 6 programs that you can go on to having completed a foundation degree. So you could do, for instance, an FDSC in sport, health and exercise and get your foundation degree, and then go on to the BSc, sport, health and exercise, and complete the honours part. So it's a very popular way of doing this, particularly for students who don't want to commit immediately to the full 3 years of full-time study. And I think at this point, I'm going to pass you over to my colleague, John Pitts, who's the HE Curriculum and Quality Coordinator.
Okay, thank you, Paddy. Good afternoon. Thank you for your interest today. I'm going to talk about our range of new and exciting courses at East Coast College. Higher national programs are vocational, often practical, and have been closely developed with employers. We are pleased to be offering new higher nationals in business, computing, international travel and tourism management, and public services civil protection. We also offer a new foundation degree in creative arts for health and wellbeing, and in a first for East Coast College, we're delighted to be offering postgraduate level qualifications. So postgraduate qualifications are specialised in-depth qualifications at the penultimate step at the top of the UK higher education ladder. And we are pleased to offer this unique local opportunity in team leadership and management in health, social care and educational organisations. We are in the process of producing a range of additional qualifications to run from 2021 onwards, and subject to validation, these will be degree programmes in creative and commercial writing, crime, justice and society, cultural studies, top-up degrees in practical life sciences and sustainable futures, and a degree apprenticeship in control, technical control engineer. So, all UK higher education is monitored by the Quality Assurance Agency, the QAA. This is like an Ofsted for universities. At our most recent review, I'm pleased to say that higher education at East Coast College was recognised with full confidence in all areas with no improvements. So you can be assured that by choosing to study higher education at East Coast College, you're making a good quality choice, and that the degree levels that you will study here are the same as degree levels at all other universities within the UK. So in terms of entry, our typical offer is currently 80 to 96 UCAS tariff points, with 64 for arts foundation provisions and 60 for HNs. You can see some combinations of how these tariffs can be achieved on screen now through A levels and or BTEC qualifications. Please note the GCSE requirements, and that these are sometimes course specific, such as, for example, with science, GCSE in science, and our practical life sciences foundation degree. We are pleased to be able to offer reduced tariff point offers to East Coast College students who apply to University of Suffolk programmes. This will be one of the best offers to students in Lowestoft and Great Yarmouth in the UK without risking going through clearing. So it's a really, really good opportunity to take advantage of. We pride ourselves on providing opportunities to those without traditional entry qualifications, and encourage anyone who feels they have the experience or other qualifications to apply and follow in the footsteps of the many who have successfully done so. In terms of tuition fees, fee information can be located on the University of Suffolk website, and these fees are usually met by Student Finance England. Please don't be put off by the stories you see in the media concerning student debt, and feel free to ask any questions either at the end or contact one of our advisors who'd be pleased to help you with this. So that's my bit done. I'd like to thank you for your time and hand over to Kerry Payne, who will be talking about our excellent access provision here at East Coast College. So Kerry, over to you.
Thank you, John. Hello, everybody. So I'm Kerry and I'm the Assistant Principal here at the college with particular responsibility for HE and adult provision. So I'll just spend a few minutes going over the details of our access to HE programmes. Access is another outstanding area we have in the college. We're really pleased to be able to tell you that we hold beacon status for this provision based on our continued outstanding retention and success of our students year on year. A key strength about access is that we have excellent progression rates to university every year. So for example, last year, 90.5% of our students went to their first choice university. So local universities have also reported to us a very strong success of our access students when they actually go away to university, with around 90% of them gaining good degrees, just further supporting how good our access provision is. So you can see we have a range of courses that can support you to progress to university. Now that can be with us or to any other university in the UK, and each access programme is 1 year in length. So it may be that some of you listening today already have your level 3 programme and you already hold UCAS points, which is fantastic. But if you don't feel you have enough points at the moment, or you're just not quite ready to progress to university, it may be something you want to consider in studying an access programme, specifically if you are of aged 19 and over. Now for this year, we're really proud to introduce a new access programme. This is access to medicine, which is on the next slide coming up. This is a course starting from September. This will be a programme that's very specific to support individuals into medical school. So this is for any of you that are interested in being a doctor of medicine. For this programme, it does have very specific entry criteria, as you would expect, and specifically a focus on your GCSE grades. So we would be looking for good GCSE grades. So if you're studying those at the moment and are interested in this programme, please make sure you do focus a lot of your efforts on gaining the highest grade possible. Now, if we move on to our final programme today that we're going to talk about, this is another new provision for East Coast College. This is our Maritime Cadet programme. So this is for students who have a particular interest in working in the Merchant Navy and therefore working around the world on a range of different ships. So this could include working on cruise ships, tankers, cargo ships, transport vessels that take people to offshore platforms or wind turbines. And the benefit of this programme is it's a fully sponsored 3-year course. So you don't have to pay anything at all for this programme. And the added benefit is you'll also be linked to a specific shipping company and they'll actually pay you a wage as well. So during this programme, you will complete an HNC Nautical Science. So this is a level 4 programme and you'll complete a certificate of competency that at the end results in you being a fully qualified deck cadet officer. And that's your first stepping stone on the progression path to becoming a ship captain. So here is a short video that shows you some of the state-of-the-art ship simulators that we have at Lowestoft campus to train you on this programme. We're pleased to introduce you to our exciting new Deck Cadet programme. This is a fully funded programme that will take you through to level 4, qualifying you to work as a deck officer anywhere around the world. Our course is supported by 3 local employers. These are Guardline, Bus and Putford and Seajacks. However, you could be linked to any UK-wide employer while you study your sea time. Check out our website for further information and apply now so you can get started in September 2021. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that video. It just shows you a short snippet of just some of the resources we have available in our Energy Skills Centre. So just as a final slide, just to let you know that the cadet programme is split into 5 stages. 3 of these stages are within the college, studying within the Energy Skills Centre, using some of the simulators that you've just seen. And 2 of your phases will be working with your allocated company. So while on shore, you'll study the theory and skills development on the simulators, and then your periods at sea with your chosen company will help you to do the onboard training. So if you're interested in any of the courses, including the Cadet programme here today, please contact us on the email address at the end of this presentation to discuss your options. So thank you so much for listening. I'll hand back to Amy now, who can take us through some of your questions.
Okay, lovely. Thank you, everybody, for that. So now you've had a bit of an insight into what we offer here at the college. We want to take some of your questions and answer them for you today. So if you've got any questions, please ask your tutor or type them in the Q&A box below, and we'll read some of those out and get to those now. So we've had a couple in already to get us started. So the first question we've been asked is, what date would I need to apply by to study with you next September?
Okay, so I'm happy to answer that question, and anyone can jump in. So if we take our degree programmes at first, all of our degree programmes you would need to apply through UCAS, and UCAS set an initial application date of the 15th of January. So ideally you would get your application in by that point. However, the application cycle actually runs for us right the way through until the October of the year that the course has started. So my advice would always be to apply as early as possible, or to get information as early as possible, and then put your application in as soon as you can. For our access provision, we actually are open to applications now, and again those applications will go all the way through till October, after the course has started. And for our Cadet programme, we would ask you to note your interest as soon as you can. This is likely to be a highly subscribed programme, so to guarantee your place on the programme, I would say sooner rather than later. And if you have any questions, just get in touch with us on the Here to Help email address, and we can answer those as soon as we can.
Great, thank you, Kerry. Possibly another one for you here. Where can I find further details about the Access to Medicine course?
Okay, that's a great question. So Access to Medicine is brand new. We're actually progressing through the course development at this moment in time with our local universities. You'll soon be able to find some information on our website. But what I can do, if you're particularly interested, is if you email Here to Help, I will send you some specific information on a one-to-one basis until the information becomes available on the website.
Great, thank you. A question about our Maritime Cadet programme. Someone's asked whether they'd be able to come and see the facilities in person. I'm not sure whether that's one of our internal or external people that are with us today, so I don't know if you could possibly answer for both.
Yeah, of course. So I would say yes, it is possible at the moment within government guidelines for you to come and see our facilities. We would need you to book an appointment, and then we'd give you some basic COVID risk assessment advice, but it is definitely possible that you can come and see our facilities in person. So please, again, just contact Here to Help, let us know that you're interested in that programme, and I'm sure we can facilitate that as soon as possible.
Great, thank you. Someone's asked, do I have to travel to Ipswich at all for a degree? Obviously, because we're linked with the University of Suffolk and that's where they're based, do they have to also go there, or is all learning done here at our college?
Okay, I'll answer this one. So no, you don't. Our degrees are our degrees. So you would study at East Coast College, and depending on which subject, it would either be Great Yarmouth campus or Lowestoft campus. You do, of course, have access to the Ipswich campus, as you are ultimately a University of Suffolk student. So you benefit from all of our resources and libraries, plus the universities, and of course, a wide range of online library and support as well.
Great, thank you. Just one more has quickly come in. Can you study an access course if you're currently studying a level 3 course? Sorry, Kerry, that might be one for you again.
That's fine, that's absolutely fine. Yes, that is a possibility. I think what you need to do is get in touch with us and we can chat through. An access course can definitely provide you with another year of very focused study and UCAS points to get to university. But it may be that your current level 3 already provides you with enough UCAS points and the skills needed to progress to university. But I would say, yes, it's definitely possible. Just get in touch with us and we can chat you through that.
Just to jump in on that as well, just to introduce myself, I'm Heather. Some of you may have seen me about already. I'm the careers coach and UCAS lead for the Lowestoft campus. If you need help figuring out your tariff points or anything like that, I'm usually in pod 3. I'm home working at the moment, but I'll be back in next week. So I'm usually in pod 3. So just pop down and see me if you're internal. If not, email the Here to Help email, and I'm more than happy to get in touch and help you figure out whether an access course would be a good stepping stone to university and if that's what you'll need.
That's great. Thank you, Heather. So I think that brings us to the end of our questions. So thank you once again for all joining us today. We hope you found that useful. Obviously, for all our internal students that are watching, you've got the benefit of being at college and being able to access all of our tutors who run the higher education courses, so they can answer any questions you've got. So feel free to ask them if there's anything further that you want to know. And obviously we do have our careers team who can always help with applications and more information about university and points, as Heather said. And our website as well has information for all of our access and higher education courses. You can find them under the University of Suffolk tab on our webpage. All of the courses are linked there, and then they take you through to the UOS website where you can apply as well. So there's plenty of information if you'd like to find out more. The email address on the screen, hereToHelp@eastcoast.ac.uk. That's the best one to use if you've got any questions at all, and they'll get passed on to the relevant people. So yeah, we thank you again for joining us. We hope you found that useful, and hopefully we'll see you all soon. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.